Good morning, Hawks. Isaac here to start the show. Today is May 12th and is an A day. For lunch today, we have a choice between chicken soft tacos or home-style chicken bowl, with sides of bread, oven fries, sliced carrots, and the regular assorted fruits and veggies. Today's students of the day are Sabrina Ketchum and Gabriel Botwell. Miss Julian said, Sabrina is a hard worker who always shows up to class with a positive attitude. Mr. Bowers said, Gabriel always demonstrates excellence in class and helps classmates learn. Congratulations to Sabrina and Gabriel, and keep up the great work. That's everything from me. Now let's send it over to Joseph with the rest of today's news.
Hey Alex, just here to catch you up with all your news this Tuesday morning. Today, our choristers have a midday rehearsal, and seniors in the National Honor Society have a 9-period rehearsal for Wednesday's instructions. Check out the social workers today in your lunch periods, where they will be hosting a mental health awareness month table with an activity, swag, and a chance to win a gift basket. Speaking of Mental Health Awareness Month, make sure you wear green Friday, May 29th to show your support. Right now, we're going to throw it over to Bentley for a Nets news flash all about the NBA playoffs. Bentley, how are things looking in the league?
What's happening, Hawks? Bentley here with the Nets news flash on the NBA playoffs. The first round may be over, but these matchups were fun to watch. Raptors-Cavs was fun, but the Cavs took that series in Game 7. The Orlando Magic and Detroit Pistons went to Game 7 after the Magic dominated most of the series, but the Pistons ended up taking it. The old rivalry 76ers versus Celtics met in the first round. Celtics looked like they were going to win, but the 76ers came back down 3-1 for the first time in team history. The second round is in its middle ground, and here are some fun matchups you want to watch. Cavs-Pistons is a fun series to watch because they both are coming off an impressive Game 7. Lakers-Thunder was fun to watch because you had a 40-year-old LeBron James dominating the playoffs while SGA and the Thunder were coming off a sweep, but sadly ended up sweeping the Lakers. Timberwolves versus Spurs is a matchup that is going to be very exciting because of Anthony Edwards versus Victor Wembanyama, two people in MVP talks earlier this season. These players are likely to perform better than expected this postseason. Anthony Edwards, who played an amazing regular season, got injured in round 1, but is back and playing better than ever. Jalen Brunson carried the New York Knicks on his back this regular season and is still carrying them far in the playoffs. SGA, who is the MVP candidate this season, trying to take the Thunder far in the playoffs and trying to win them another championship. Our NBA final prediction is, I have OKC winning in 5 games, but Andrew has the Knicks winning in 7, and Sophie has OKC in 6. Now, I'm sending it back to Joseph for some more news.
Thanks for that, Bentley. I have more things today. Hawks, this afternoon we have Regents Review in Global History and Geography, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and French. You can find more details in your email in the current school weekly. All sessions run 3:15 to 4:15 this afternoon. Sister Cities is meeting today in D125 after school, and tomorrow night the National Honor Society will induct new members in the class of 2027. That ceremony will be held in the theater at 7 p.m. Also, note looking ahead that on Friday we'll host the Special Olympics at our stadium all day. This event is known as the 6 or 7 Spirit Games and will feature competitors from surrounding school districts. Also, make sure you check out the Battle of Bands Friday, June 12th at 7 p.m. featuring our special guests, the Sleeping Dogs. Finally, we've got one last podcast to check out, Ravi's Game Talk, where Ravi and his guests of the week deep dive into their favorite video games and recommend some more for you to check out. Listen to the Game Talk and more of our CPPtv podcast on our YouTube channel. All right. With that, we'll hand it over to Colin for today's weather.
Good morning, Hawks. It's Khan here as well. Today we will have a high 62 degrees and low 46 degrees. Look out for cloudy skies. We expect to see temperatures in the 50s. The south for now over to the orange fast forward.
Hey Hawks, Anthony here with your sports report. Let's take a look back at last night. First up, in their second home game of the season, our unified basketball team took down the Horseheads Blue Raiders with a final score of 41-29. Once again, senior Jeffrey Lamphere led all scorers, this time with 16 points. Yesterday, our Hawks varsity softball took on Maine Edwell and earned their 13th win of the season, shutting out the Spartans 6-0. The softball team stays unbeaten on the season and maintains their hold on the number 1 ranking in the state. JV and varsity boys lacrosse took on UE at home, with JV winning in the early game and varsity winning on senior night 21-5. Girls varsity lacrosse went to Shenango Valley and had a final game. Sorry, I had a final of 16-11 for their road win. For tonight's games, we have a lot of Hawk athletes on the road. First, varsity baseball plays at Union Endicott at 4:30 p.m. and varsity softball also takes on the Tigers at 5 p.m. JV softball plays Horseheads on the road at 5 p.m. JV baseball plays at Vestal at 5 p.m. In early lacrosse games, boys JV lacrosse is at Vestal at 5 p.m. and girls JV lacrosse is at Fairport at 5:30 p.m. Our track teams take on Ithaca tonight at 5:30. Boys varsity lacrosse takes on Vestal on the road at 7 p.m. And to wrap it all up, we have girls varsity lacrosse at Fairport this evening at 7:30. Good luck to all of our Hawk athletes competing today. That's all for your sports. Let's send it over to Bentley to wrap up the show.
7 Hawks, Bentley here to end today's show. It's National Limerick Day, so I'm leaving one of my favorite limericks. As 007 walked by, he heard a spider say hi. But shaken on the spot, he shot. It was right there on the spot. As he tried to explain, I'm a spy. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to CPPtv, your daily source of news around the nest. If you missed anything from today's show or any previous shows, check them out on our YouTube channel at CPPtv. To get updates on the show, follow our Instagram at CPP.tv. Thanks for watching. Keep flying, Hawks.